Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Justin, and I want to bring you my first e-juice review. So, today we're going to be talking about Fittyz Doo-Wop. This is a relatively unreviewed juice. I found 3 reviews on it, and I didn't watch any of them, but I wanted to do one of my own. So I am going to tell you about my criteria for how I rate juice. I got to look over at my little cheat board here, and I rate it on flavor, on cloud production, how it performs in a tank, how it performs in a dripper, how well it mixes with other juices, and then I give it an overall rating. So those are my categories. That's my criteria. That's what I'm going to be talking about with this. Now this juice, it comes in, I know it's difficult to see here. I'm trying to get a zoom going, but it comes in a 0 milligram, 3 milligram, and 6 milligram, and I vape 6. So that's what this is. And I got to tell you, it's a high quality nicotine that's in there. It doesn't have a spicy taste to it, and it's not overpowering. I tried this in the 0 milligram, the 3 milligram, and the 6 milligram, and there's not that much of a difference in flavor. Like with some juices, you really have a huge difference between, the 0, the 3, and the 6 when they use a subpar nicotine. This is decent. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. So it's a 75-25 mix, VG PG respectively. On the flavor, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I rate everything on a 1 to 10 scale, and for me, it's a very good flavor. I really like it. Let me read the description on here. Flavor profile: plain and simple, just like your old-fashioned strawberry milkshake created with real cream and fresh hand-picked strawberries. Okay, so that is the flavor. It's supposed to be an old 50s style handcrafted strawberry milkshake flavor. And it's pretty right on. Now, to me, I wish the flavor was a little bit stronger. But then again, that's all objective. That's my perspective. It's just my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions and body parts and things like that, of that nature. So 7.5 for me. The male palate has considerably less taste buds than the female palate, and I have another co-tester who I value their opinion, who is a female, and she tells me that this is absolutely wonderful for her. And I'm hearing sound out of my pocket, so we're just gonna shut that off. That's phone number 2 and phone number 3, the bat lines. Yeah, gotta have those when you have children. One child for me, and she is very rambunctious, and so that's the emergency bat line for 24-hour service. Got to keep it on hand. Okay, so back to the juice. We're looking at a 7.5 on the flavor, and I gave them an 8 on cloud production. Let me just go ahead and take one for you and show you what we got. I gotta... Are you there? Okay, so you can see the vapor is pretty fantastic. I am in a 1,500 square foot area, open area, and it just became a fog room in the comfy corner down in the basement, which is where I'm going to be bringing a lot of videos to you from because, like I said, I'm a father. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, and we're going to be making videos at nap time down here in the basement while she sleeps upstairs in her room in the comfy corner. And so back to the review. This is quite possibly the longest review that you will ever encounter. We're at 5.5 minutes already. So I'm going to get through this real quick. Tank use. In a tank, I gave it a 4. I tried it in a Cyclone, a Crown 1, a Crown 2, the Smock TF V8, and in all of them, it burned through coils quickly. Very, very quick. I'm talking 5 to 7 tanks, and I could taste a burnt taste. So not recommended for a tank unless you have lots and lots of coils and you don't mind replacing them often. In a dripper, I gave it a 7. Great taste, great performance, great cloud production. Like I said, I wish the flavor was a little bit stronger, but other than that, really no issues. I guess I actually would rate that more of like a 7. I just wish it had a little bit of a stronger flavor. Mixability, I gave it a 4.5. It mixes great with a lot of juices, with almost all of my juices. It mixes well, but it doesn't enhance any of their flavors. However, I do have some juices where I can add just a little bit to this, and it makes it fantastic. So, this being the primary in my mixes and needing a large quantity of this versus a small quantity of something else is why I rated it on the low end in mixability. But it does mix quite well. I just find that I need a large volume of this. Value. I don't think I mentioned value. Value right now, depending on where you go, the value on this, I would give it about a 3.5 at $20 for a 30 ml. I've seen it for 15. I'd give it a 4 on that. Right now at eJuice Direct, shout out to Felix and the guys at eJuice Direct over in Vernon Hills, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, which I am also in a suburb of Chicago. I'm in Naperville. So they're just right down the street, about 30 minutes away. They have it on clearance right now for $9.99. And if you have a friend code, find a friend who is an eJuice Direct user, you save another $5. So that puts the 30 ml at $5. That, in my book, is about a 7.5 on the value. You can't really beat $5 for a 30 ml. Would I buy it for 15? No. Would I buy it for 10? Yeah, I would. I enjoy it. It's not a bad juice. So, if you can find it for $10, I'd say go for it. Anything less than that, maybe buy 2. It's not bad. So for my overall rating, for me, in my opinion, I gave it a 6.5. Like I said, I wish the flavor was a little bit stronger. I wish that, I could use a little bit of this and bring out the flavors in other juices better. And I really, really, really wish it lasted longer in my tanks. Because I have a 2.5-year-old little girl, I use a tank. I love drippers. I prefer a dripper, but for the safety and security, I choose to use a tank. That way, if this happens to be laying around and it gets knocked over, there's not a puddle of yummy, sweet smelling, tasty goodness that can poison my child. It keeps it contained. So for that reason, I use a tank, and that's why I give it a 6.5 as an overall. As you know, the tank performance, I rated it at a 4. It didn't do it for me. Having to change the coil every 5 tanks is ridiculous. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you stuck around the whole way, you are a true champion. And subscribe, like, do all that good stuff, and I'm going to keep it rolling. So until next time,